Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. Maybe Alexis will do better than I did.
Well, how about a little chicken wings? Wish I had some Wingstop for you, because the stock is up this morning, 14%, biggest rally in about 6 months. Here's a good example of beating an already lowered bar, because Wall Street's basically happy that things weren't as bad as expected. So Wingstop said same-store sales fell 5.8%, but that was better than the 6.7% decline that was expected. Wingstop still seeing weakness in spending from, they're calling out the Hispanic community and low-income consumers. It did guide, though, for flat to low single-digit same-store sales growth for this year, and that was actually better than expected. But we continue to see a wide range of these chains, right, saying that consumers are pulling back, fewer trips, smaller purchases.
Well, I get that as well. What is this, West Coast? I've never been to a Wingstop.
We do. I have not either, actually, for as much as I'm talking about it this morning, but we do have some here in the Northeast.
I'm on the website now, going to the locator, see if I can find one
nearby. You can build your three-way boneless.
Yeah, I know.
Three-way classic.
Well, they just had their big...
Oh, we have them in New York. We have them in New York.
Yeah. They had their, for the Super Bowl and stuff. People love it.
Okay, so next.
All right, what have we got? Oh, boy, we've got a lot of stocks on the move here today. Analog devices, up 5%. Cashing in on the AI boom, everybody. Reported higher fiscal first quarter profit, bookings growth driven by strength in its industrial and data center businesses. Revenue up 30%. Communications revenue up 63%. And it guided for second quarter revenue of $3.5 billion, also better than expected. And look, the CFO here of Analog Devices, he said on the call, the macro and geopolitical backdrop remains challenging, and the revenue outlook reflects a new high watermark for the company. But investors seem to like it. Like I said, stock up 5%, 1 year return 53%, and it had really a bang up start to the year, up 24% ahead of that earnings report today. So Analog Devices on your screen. Also want to point out Bayer, down 11%. So there's uncertainty around its attempts to settle these lawsuits that are tied to the Roundup weed killer. This has been going on for years.
Years.
Yeah.
Forever.
So,
I was younger.
when we were all younger. Bayer has agreed to pay more than $7 billion to resolve current and future cancer lawsuits. But this still needs to be signed off on. They're saying that we might see some plaintiffs opt out, which leads them open to more liability. And Barclays says the proposed payout is actually bigger than anticipated. All right, now for the bit. I hope we have time for this real quick. Madison Square Garden Sports, got to talk about it.
Yep. Up
10%. Company said its board unanimously approving a plan to explore, so not a done deal yet, but they're thinking about possibly spinning off the New York Knicks from the New York Rangers, creating two distinct publicly traded companies. The transaction would be structured as a tax-free spinoff if it goes forward. It expects holders to receive pro-rata distribution of 100% of common stock in the newly created public company. Yeah?
I'm still on the Wingstop menu. I've been doing that the whole time. I haven't heard a word you said. There's a lot of good stuff there.
Well, you can get your Wingstop and go to MSG and watch the Knicks. Hopefully win.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.